Good afternoon. Hello again. I'm back on your screen device, waiting for you. Maybe you're all snacked out, maybe not. George, you're in first. Bob, you weren't there to have the door. George got there first, I think. Okay, so if you are watching this for the first time or you catching back on YouTube, you'll know that this is the preamble, the pre-broadcast broadcast, where we get everyone in, settle down in their sit or stand positions, maybe watch these comments, maybe not. We could go away for 4 minutes if you were doing something and then come back and just get involved with the movement snack. That's okay. We have this little preamble bit so that people have time to set up what they need to do, find which buttons to press. Hello everyone. I'm seeing some names from this morning's movement snack, some new names in the lunchtime one. I know there's some multiple snackers that are catching up on the 8 o'clock now to roll into this 12 o'clock. Some double whammies going on. And Di is present but not correct. Nothing wrong with that, Di. I haven't been correct for years. Okay, no confessions, come on. No, watching me whilst in bed and not doing the movement snap is not what I want to be hearing. Unless you're preparing and rehearsing to do it at a later time. That's okay. There's a lot of cooking going on. Lots of cooking. Waiting for deliveries. What else? I've been online shopping with my mum this morning. So, let's get it in the zone. I think it's literally just a minute to go. And. For your delectation this lunchtime, movement snackers, from our calendar. I'm sorry it's back to front, it's because my device is back to front. It's the I Can Active calendar that informs many of the movements activities that we do in these sessions, and we've done most of them already. If you have one of these, you'll recognise most. I'm going to build up towards a new one. Remember, this calendar is a 12-month period, and we're kind of slightly condensed, but it's getting longer. Anyway, I better start. Sorry. Good afternoon. My name is Bex Townley. It's Wednesday the 8th of April, and this is the lunchtime snack here in the UK. It's the second movement snack of the day, which will bring our tally of movement minutes to 20 just today. And I've lost count. It's over an hour and a bit if you've joined us this week, over 6 hours if you've been with us for the whole journey. So the primary aim is to accumulate more time moving in sit or stand. And I was just saying, here in the calendar, we've done most of them. There's still some things we haven't touched on. We're going to work towards the September movement, which is called a Flamingo swing. But in order to build up to that, we're going to use our directional stepping that we've already done, which is in October. Just so you know, that's the reference. So this lunchtime snack is generally, we do a little bit of circ boost, a tiny bit of mobility because you've all been up and about moving, and we bring in the strength activities, the functional strength stuff. So that's what we're going to do. Usual rules apply. Sit or stand, pick your position. And in the lunchtime session, because we're going to be a little bit more dynamic and potentially on feet, I want really solid support options appropriate for my heights. I've got a solid dresser here. I've got a wall corner here. Corners are great for this kind of stuff. And I've got a wall. Walls are great also. But let's start with circulation booster. 1 minute or so. Pick your position. Balanced, support if you need, free upright standing, and start the ankle march. It marches from the floor up. The ankles and the feet push up the knees, plus a little bit of activity here in the hips. So all these joints work together to establish this fluid movement. Of course, brain involved always. Try to articulate, keep going back and standing, articulate the ankles and the feet. Here it is in sit. Remember, hip walk forward if you can, so that you're freely upright without the chair doing the work. A little bit of circ boost. Whether you're in stand or whether you're in sit, just take a pause now, lift and open a little bit more, relaxed but active, bring in a single or alternating arms here. In the stand it's here. Relax, just move and march, just make it happen, don't get bogged down with coordination. And then be more mindful of it. Then build in a little bit more lift, a little bit more shoulder. In seated, if the coordination isn't right for you for whatever reason, just break it down a little bit on the top, a little bit on the bottom, or you may want to take some of this. So this is steady pace, the right pace is your pace. It's quality of movement range. We're just looking to prepare and boost the circulation for this next movement snack. Take a pause. At the end of that minute and a bit, you might want to take an extra deep breath. This is usual, this is what we want. We've boosted the circulation, so you're going to get a little bit of a response from that. Just the job. That's what the body does. Treat it right and it responds for us in an appropriate way. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, a little bit of shoulders please before we start. Upright, balanced, wherever you want to be, extra support, sit or stand. A little bit of shoulder please, here so you can see up, back and round, keeping the head still. And this is just to set the upper body and the trunk ready for this a little bit more strength focused stuff we're going to do. Tiny bit more ankle please, a little bit more ankle. There it is in sit, or there it is in sit. Let's get the ankles a little bit more ready. Here, cranky wrong position, here, there you go. In stand it's the same. So a little bit more ankle focus. Okay, ready for the main part. We're going to do a couple of sit to stands first, just to get us in the mood. So, from sit position, hip walk forward, heels back and down. Both of these things will make it easier to stand. Either the jockey lift or the full stand. Have a look. The full stand is this. Power up to stand, get balance, feel for the chair, sit down slower. Slow, slow, slow. We're after control on the way down. Try a couple more of those if you're happy with that option. Here's another option. Heels back and down, fingertips on chair. It's a power and then a control. So you just lift your buttocks from the chair as if you're going to stand as much as you can and then come back. And you'll feel the muscles here contracting and working forward and up. If I turn sideways so you can see, my body goes forwards and up. Take a couple of those. Then just have a release. If you want to free up the legs in seated, if you want to take a bit of an extension just to free up the hips here. And let's move on to the next movement. I'm going to show you it in standing first. Pick up a support. The leg nearest the support stays still. That's our strong, solid anchor leg. The outside one, we're going to take a forward step, return, and a side step, and return. And take a pause. Same again, forward step, heel places down first, and on the side, the balls of my feet go down first. And I've got a little bit of knee bend, can you see? Bend, push back, get my balance. Bend, push back, get my balance. So just front and to the side. And then the same on the other leg. That could be a turn around. Leg nearest the side is solid with the support. front, push back, side, push back. I'm going to show you here. Or if I've got support both sides, I can go there and back and there and back. And when I take the step, my arm comes with me. Have a try of some of those. Couple of those, 3, 4, 5 of those. In the chair, we're going to focus, please, on forward step and return. Change legs. So now you still have this trunk action. You're still planting the heel first, and you're shifting the weight across your buttocks. If that one isn't right for you for whatever reason, you're just going to focus on buttocks and hips. Lift and shift, lift and shift, lift and shift. And then forwards again. So your focus is somewhere else. If we can, if it's feasible, it's a push and a back. So we're stepping out and then we're adding a little bit of oomph, just a little bit of pushback. Loads of support, loads of support. This is about strength and foot placement. I don't want you to challenge your balance just yet. Keep your hand here. A little bit more knee bend. The more you bend the knee, the more strength stuff we're going to get in there. How's that? Okay, good. Take a pause. Have a moment. How's that? We're going to do one more thing. It is more balance focused, but we're just going to introduce it and see how you feel with it today. Have a look. I'll show you in standing first. Lots of support. I'll show you at the wall. Lots of support. Hand on here. Leg nearest the wall stays firm. This is the moving leg. We're going to try a swish or a swing, whichever you prefer. And we're just going to swing forwards to begin with. Watch this. Swing and back. Swing and back. Can you see I shift the weight? Shift and back. If you're happy with that, here's the progression. Back, back, down. Swish, swish, down. Swish, swish. Can you see how small that is? Let me try on the other leg. So I don't want a huge range of movement. What I'm after is a swing action that I'm building to. Swing, swing, down. Swing, swing, down. Have a go. Now in seated, we're not going to swing legs under the chair. We're going to continue to focus on seated posture and balance and seated position. So we're going to work on functional reaching. So just plant the feet a little bit wider if you can, or if feet are fixed and flat, buttocks firmly fixed, and we're going to take a series of functional reaches to the side, to the front, and then to the other side. So we've got this lift and shift and this functional reach, side, front, side. Okay, take a pause. Oh, let's crowbar in some toe raises. Crowbar in another strength. Okay, if feasible and appropriate, in seated, feet forwards a bit. It's the toes up, pause, and low, slowly, 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 slowly. Lift the toes, and then slow, 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 slow. You'll feel you're working the front of the shins. In standing, it's the same, but we're going to take up loads of support. Don't want to challenge your balance. Two sides if you want, toes up, and then slowly, 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 slowly down. Or you might feel more comfortable and confident on the wall. Toes up, slowly, 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 slowly down. You will need your feet slightly forwards. Or holding on here, toes up. Can you see my toes come up but my backside stays there? Slow, 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 slow. Okay, have a release. Have a little bit of a stretch when I'm gone. Have an extra calf stretch when I'm gone if you want to. And feel free to crowbar in any of the other stretches. But the stretch session for this movement, for our movement select, is going to happen tonight at 4 o'clock. So our 4 o'clock session, we're going to have a full-on body stretch and some of our calming three-dimensional movements. We've crowbarred in loads today. We did a circ boost. We did a snippet of mobility because we've already been moving today. We did some sit to stand or jockey lifts. We did some front lunges and side lunges. Then we did started to do some flamingo swings and some toe raises, all crammed in. 10-minute snack, 20 minutes in the bag. Keep on moving. Every minute counts. We're looking to accumulate these minutes over and above everything you're doing. This isn't to replace anything. We're not saying this is all you need. No, we're not saying that. We're saying this is extra stuff that we can put in the movement bag, but hopefully influence all of your other activities that you're doing. These are mobility, they're strength activities. If we're on our feet, to any extent, we'll be using our balance mechanisms. Whether or not we're challenged depends on lots and lots of things. So, see you later, 4 o'clock. Another session bites the dust. Yes, it does, Michael Philbin, uncle of mine. All right, see you later. Goodbye.